Good morning. Welcome, everybody. If you're able to, could you please be upstanding for the Pat-Bum party? Thank you.
In declaring this graduation ceremony open, may I please ask you all to be seated. Mayor of Charnwood, Jennifer Tillotson, honoured guests, governors and staff of Loughborough College, parents, guardians, partners and friends, but above all, graduands. Welcome to this celebration of fantastic student achievement in higher education. You are all very welcome to share in our return and celebrate the success of these fine people sat at the front. My name is Chris Cockerton. I'm the Dean of Higher Education at Loughborough College, and it's my immense pleasure to ask Joe Marr, our Principal and CEO, to open our proceedings. Joe.
Good morning, an incredibly warm welcome to today's ceremony. I'm delighted to be joined by all of you this morning, as well as our honoured guests and key university partners. Graduation ceremonies are a long-standing tradition conducted globally around the world to signify the achievement of academic outcomes. I've always been fascinated by graduations, and when I was younger, indeed at my very first graduation, I always thought they were kind of some hidden secret for those in the know, and I didn't know what anything meant. But traditions are designed to be passed on. So allow me to briefly explain some of the symbols that you will see today that have been handed down through generations of graduates. Graduates, let's start with the tassels on your hat. Looking at all of you now, the tassels on your hat should be sat on the right-hand side. But once you cross that stage, I love how they all check. Once you cross that stage and you officially graduate, you may move your tassel to the left because that symbolises the transition from student to graduate. The colours on your hood represent the institution from which you graduate. They will stay with you forever, like all of ours has with all of us. I'm honoured to witness a new generation of talent prosper, and I do hope you hold those colours dear so that in future, hopefully when you're attending your next graduation, that of a friend, a family, or indeed coming back here as a guest speaker to tell us how fantastic you are, you'll still be in those same academic colours. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion, the accumulation of hard work, perseverance, the satisfaction of goals attained. But let's be honest, everyone that knows you probably also deserves a certificate as well for putting up with all of your all-nighters and forcing you to do your work. But we know it's you that's doing your work. So I would like to, in the customary way, just take the opportunity to formally congratulate all of our graduates. Loughborough College has been shaping futures since 1909, when the college was first established. You are about to join our incredible alumni, which extend to the very first females to make war munitions in 1915, to third place on Dancing on Ice, made in Chelsea, and the winner of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But also, not to forget our countless business leaders, and most importantly for many of you here today, our young enterprise competitors and winners who have gone on to do incredible work, both for charities, as industry leaders, product designers, and innovators. Our Loughborough alumni have proven there are no limitations to success. Now it's your turn. I hope that you utilise every skill, seize every opportunity, and don't be a stranger. As part of our Loughborough family, we will continue to be here, and we love nothing more than returning students to tell us how brilliant you are. I'd like to just take a moment to thank all of your staff that supported you on your programmes, led by Chris and Sarah and Matt and the team. It's been an incredible year, which is why the results here are so brilliant for all of you. Finally, on behalf of everybody at Loughborough College, I'd like to say that you've been a credit to the college. It's a privilege to have such a talented cohort of students as part of our Loughborough family. And customary graduations mark the end of an era. However, this is the start of your next chapter. So as you take the stage, walk across the platform, be proud, be fearless, and excited for your journey ahead. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Joe. So, business and management studies here at Loughborough College provide academic knowledge and skills to support you to pursue a range of opportunities in the business world. We're joined here today by one of those partners in Chris Huffan, who is the Regional Managing Director for McEldowie, who are a market-leading recruitment firm specialising in human resources, accountancy and finance, sales and marketing, to name a few, across the Midlands. They provide a range of support to the college and our students by offering work experience placements across further and higher education, and we're thankful for the support that they provide. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take the opportunity to invite Chris to the stage to address you all.
Good morning, honoured guests, principal, staff of Loughborough College, parents, partners, friends and graduates of Loughborough College. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Chris Huffan and I'm the Regional Managing Director of McEldowie Recruitment and Retention. And as Chris said, we're a Midlands-based SME that I've been lucky enough to work for now for 12 years, having started as a graduate trainee myself. So why am I here today? When I first got the call asking me to speak today, my first thought was, wow, what an amazing privilege. The next thought was, I wonder how many people weren't available before they got to me on the list. And the third was, what on earth am I going to talk to you all about? But then I started to reflect. I reflected on the lessons I've learned since I heard my own graduation speech in 2008. I reflected on lessons from my own career. And I reflected on the enormous changes we've seen in the world in the last 3 years since many of you started your studies with Loughborough College. So lessons from my own graduation to now. So I graduated in the summer of 2008. At the time, we'd had an unprecedented period of economic growth, and our speaker was from the Bank of England. They told us we were the luckiest generation ever and going into a world with unparalleled economic prosperity and opportunities. 3 weeks after my graduation, Lehman Brothers went under and kicked off the worst recession since the 1929 Wall Street crash, and 14 years of total economic uncertainty, real uncertainty. Since I graduated, we've had 6 prime ministers, 6 elections, 2 referendums, Scottish independence and Brexit, actual Brexit, a little thing called COVID-19, and the amazing staff at Loughborough College have had to navigate their way through 12 education secretaries. I think 5 in the last year alone, was it? Yes, yeah. Now, I've had to adapt to this world, but you've grown up in it. And whilst businesses love certainty, the reality of the world that you're entering is one of fast-paced, often difficult changes with unseen and unpredictable challenges. Now, the big difference between 2008 and now is that in 2008, many businesses valued experience to get them through. But now is the opposite. Businesses are desperate for the skills and the attitude that many of you possess, an ability to quickly understand and see the opportunity in everything from technology and social media to greener, fairer, more sustainable business. So my first lesson to you today is that uncertainty is probably the only certainty we have at the moment. Don't see this as having been dealt a tough hand, though. See this as your competitive advantage. You're the generation that has grown up with technology most businesses are struggling to understand. You're able to communicate in a way like no other, and your adaptability makes you the perfect employee to ride out any of the challenges heading our way. The next lesson, lessons from my own career. So for those that don't know, recruitment consultancy is the tough but rewarding art of helping employers find, attract and hire amazing talent to help achieve their business's goals. Therefore, our job is to spend our lives out and about, meeting with and getting to understand some of the most exciting businesses and business people from across the Midlands. Since working for McEldowie, I've been incredibly fortunate to work with leaders from the likes of Mercedes GP Petronas, Barclays, Next, Fraser's Group and a host of other household names. But we also get to work with some amazing emerging businesses. Businesses that are on the cutting edge of where the world is heading, be that software development, clean energy, fintech, manufacturing, distribution and retail. And over my 12 years with the business, I've met with probably over 3,000 professionals from the area, some as clients, some as candidates, and some as just mutual business connections. And the one thing that has kept me loving the job and the industry, and the one lesson I'd share with you from my career is be curious. Never stop being curious. Never stop asking questions and never assume that you know everything, because that will be the day that it all goes horribly wrong. Curiosity is always also fun. It's a great way to spend time taking a genuine interest in the people around you, how their experiences have shaped them, and learning everything you can from them. It's also a super efficient way to self-develop as well. Let others make the mistakes that you can learn from. So keep being curious, keep learning, and keep sharing what you know with others to help others be more curious, because what goes around comes around in life as well as business. Finally, lessons from the last 3 years. I'll start by saying and echoing what has already been said. I have a huge amount of respect that there are so many of you here today and that you've persevered with your studies over the last few years. A big part of that, I'm sure, is down to the amazing staff and lecturers you have at the college, and I'd love if you could all take a second to recognise all their hard work in helping you get here today. But today's not about them, it's about you. It's about celebrating your own hard work, and it's about looking excitedly to the future. And it's reflecting on everything you've learned through your time at college. That isn't just in an academic context, it's the relationships you've built, the times you've enjoyed and the times you haven't, and the experience that have made you who you are today. The days of lockdowns when you dialed in for lectures and lived on pot noodle for weeks on end, the days you put the lecture on mute and binge watched Tiger King on Netflix in the background, because we all did that. The days when the isolation and lack of social interaction got a bit too much to take, and the days when you helped your friends through tough times with a glass of something cold on Zoom or Teams with your 36th Zoom quiz of the day. And the days when you came back to the classroom, the excitement, the anticipation and the anxiety that all got a bit too much, but you still powered through and ultimately made it here today. And all of that combines to make something else that will set you up for life in everything you do, and was my key lesson from the last 3 years, which is resilience. Resilience is so important for businesses at the moment. The ability to take ownership for your own well-being, to build strong relationships to help support one another, and to use technology as part of that support is key. You're a generation that is comfortable talking about and sharing your struggles, being more open and not being afraid to ask for help. You've been tested in so many ways, and many of you won't realise just yet how strong, adaptable and resilient that will have made you. But I promise you, all of those tough times will give you a great foundation for your career. So in conclusion, the world is and will continue to be an uncertain place, but with a curious mindset, an inherent ability to work with technology and a strong, resilient adaptability, I know I speak for every single teacher, parent, partner and friend in here when I say that we can't wait to see you go out and show the world what you're made of. Everyone here today is so proud of everything you've already achieved. Congratulations and well done.
Chris, thank you very much. There some great advice and words in there. Thank you. Loughborough College is proud to partner with Nottingham Trent University. a successful and valued partnership that's continued for many years. And it's always welcome to hear the views of our university partners. And to that end, I'd like to ask Hannah Kingman, the Collaborations and Partnerships Team Leader at Nottingham Trent University, to address us now. Hannah.
Good morning, everyone. As Chris said, I'm Hannah Kingman. I'm the Collaborations and Partnerships Team Leader at Nottingham Trent University. And I am delighted and honoured to be here to congratulate all of our students at Loughborough College who have completed their studies with NTU. Nottingham Trent University is a community of which you are now a full member, and we are extremely proud of your achievements. We are here today to celebrate your success. Pursuing higher education is one of the most important and personal investments of time, effort, and emotion that you can make. Successful completion of a period of study is certainly worth celebrating. As Chris has said, the path to achieving your degree has not been a smooth one. You faced challenges that no other generations have faced and had to quickly adjust to a different way of teaching, learning, and living. That was a monumental change. And not long after you adjusted, you had to adjust again to the return to normal, which wasn't exactly normal. Yet despite these unprecedented challenges, here we are. You made it. Congratulations. You have demonstrated great resilience in persevering and achieving what you set out to. You have demonstrated your capacity to succeed, and you should take huge pride in what you have done. This ceremony is a celebration of your learning, your effort, your sense of achievement, and your happiness in your personal success. I am sure that your experiences, inside and outside the classroom, however tough, have taught you lessons about what is important. The importance of connection, of relationships, of community. Ultimately, the importance of people, and the difference that one person can make in the life of another. I know that throughout your time at Loughborough College, you have been supported by an incredibly dedicated and caring team. The commitment that staff show to their students is truly inspiring. This shows the difference that each and every one of us can make in the world. As Greta Thunberg says, no one is too small to make a difference. Often, when we come to the end of a course of education, we ask ourselves, what next? How can I use what I have learned? How can I make a difference? And this can feel intimidating, and we can start to feel frustrated if we feel that we are not making a difference. But we can all make a difference every day through the way that we show up, the way that we treat others, and what we do for them. Early in my career, I was fortunate enough to have an incredible boss who gave me perhaps the most important advice I've received so far in my career. She was the former vice president of EA Games Europe and had a wealth of experience to share. She was a woman who cared deeply about her team, but she did not mince her words. After a particularly difficult exchange with one of the company directors, with whom I did not have a good relationship at the time, she observed that when he walked into the room, my whole demeanour and body language changed. I started to argue, but she stopped me and said, "He might be unreasonable, but your behaviour is doing you no favours. Stop it." And that was it. The conversation moved on, and I imagine that she forgot all about it. But that conversation was pivotal for me. It made me realise that how I behaved at work was just as important as what I did, and also the difference that one conversation can make in the life of another. It also made me realise the importance of feedback, how some of the most transformational feedback can come when you are least expecting it, and can also be tough to hear. You will have been used to receiving feedback on your work from your tutors, and today I would say this: stay open to it, keep seeking it, and learn how to use it. And don't stop there. Learn how to give feedback and be brave and compassionate in doing so, knowing the impact that you can have in the life of another. We live in a fast-changing world, so now more than ever, you will need to continue learning if you are to flourish and lead a prosperous and fulfilling life. Without question, you have acquired significant knowledge and skills through your studies so far. but the process of learning is never ever finished. So keep questioning, keep seeking new knowledge, keep seeking and learning from feedback, whether this is good, bad, or downright ugly. Most of all, please take huge pride in what you have achieved so far and look forward with wonder to what you have the capacity to achieve in the future. Congratulations to one and all, and thank you very much for the invitation to share in your success today.
Thank you, Hannah. So, we have now come to the presentation of our awards. Could I please ask our esteemed colleagues, Hannah Kingman again, our principal, Joe Marr, and curriculum manager, Matt Hobday, to present the awards.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all of our graduates. I hope you're all extremely proud of yourselves. I know myself and the delivery team certainly are. We're going to start things off with our BA Honours Top-Up degree in Leadership and Management, and the first person, or first graduate, I would like to welcome to the stage is Zoe Brown. Russell Clark. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Michelle Edwards. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Demi Irons. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Annika Jones. Joseph Larter. Habibur Rahman. Mohammed Zabid Zada. Luke Sellers. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Lucas Szynski. Janet Turner. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Hayley Young. We now come to our BA Honours Top-Up degree in Events Management, and the first graduate is Jack Bridge. Charlie Coville. Rumbi Kamwaza. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Sarah Stevenson Goff. Elise Swithenbank. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Carl Trey. We now come to our BA Honours Top-Up degree in Tourism Management, and the first graduate is Grace Korechi. Catherine Chataway. Chloe Wiles. We now come to our BA Honours top-up degree in Public Services, and the first graduate is Alison Burnage. Grace Conley. Megan Nurse. Natalie Nurse. Lewis Weaving. Graduating with a first class honours degree, Cherie Wheatley. We now come to our BA Honours top-up degree in Sport Management, and the first graduate is Derry Creighton. Cameron Gawley. Jabulo Nkubi. Lauren Trashy. We now come to our foundation degree in Business and Management, and the first graduate is Kival Mehta. Chaya Mistry. We now come to our HNC in Business, and Michael McKay. Well done, everyone, and I'll pass you back to Chris.
If I could just add my own personal congratulations to everybody graduating today as well. Congratulations, all of you. Now, I'm sure you will agree that these awards represent a fantastic amount of effort on the students' part. However, they could not have made it here alone. So I would like to ask all of the graduates to very carefully put down your certificates for one moment. To stand up. And to turn around. And take your hats off in thanks to your parents, guardians, families, partners and friends, to thank them for all the support in getting you here. Thank you. You can all sit down. So everyone who has gained an award today has achieved their own personal goal and should feel rightly proud of what they've accomplished. Yep. To further celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students, we now wish to award some special commendations. And so may I please ask the Mayor of Charnwood, Stuart Lindeman, our Chair of Governors, and Matt Hobday to come forward to announce these.
Okay, our first award is for the Level 5 Student of the Year. So when trying to decide the recipient of the Level 5 Student of the Year, it was virtually an impossible task due to the excellent students across all our HND and foundation degree courses. However, when looking at all the students studying on these courses, there was one student that managed to stand out from the rest. The Level 5 Student of the Year award goes to a student who has continuously produced exceptional work throughout their time at Loughborough College, the bulk of which initially coincided with the COVID-19 restrictions. A model student who was part of our award-winning Young Enterprise team and who achieved very good grades in all the modules on their foundation degree course. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Jessica Rutherford. Unfortunately, Jessica can't attend today, but we will make sure she receives this award and we'll make sure we get it to her. But we wanted to read her out because she deserves a round of applause. We now move on to our Blended Learning Student of the Year. So the variety in background experiences across the blended learning cohort of students makes choosing the Student of the Year very difficult. However, when looking at all the students that have successfully completed their studies via blended learning, this particular student stood out due to their commitment towards their studies whilst working in a managerial position. This particular student asked questions and actioned advice and guidance provided to enable them to achieve first-class grades in the majority of their modules and thus achieve a first-class honours degree. It gives me great pleasure to present the award to an individual with exceptional high standards and commitment to their academic studies, Lucas Szynski. Our next award is for the BA Honours Dissertation of the Year. So undertaking final year degree research for the completion of a dissertation is the ultimate academic test for any student and requires a great amount of enthusiasm, motivation, tenacity, dedication and attention to detail. The recipient of the Dissertation of the Year prize goes to a person who has demonstrated such skills in abundance and was determined to produce an outstanding final year project, so much so that they managed to achieve a grade of 86% for their dissertation, the second highest grade ever awarded by the HE management team for a dissertation. It therefore gives me immense pleasure to present this award to a student who has passed the ultimate academic test, Annika Jones. Our next award is for the BA Honours Top-Up Degree Outstanding Achievement Award. So when trying to decide the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement Award, there was much debate again, due to the number of people who have developed over their time with us at the college, particularly over the last 3 years. However, one student stood out, and it is a student who began their journey with us studying hairdressing on a 14 to 16 course, and who then progressed with us onto a level 2 and then a level 3 course in tourism. 8 years later, they are sat here today, graduating with a BA Honours degree in tourism management. Quite a journey. During this time at the college, this student has consistently produced work to a very good standard and has been an absolute pleasure to teach. The Top-Up Degree Outstanding Achievement Award goes to Chloe Wiles. Our final award is the overall BA Honours Top-Up Degree Student of the Year Award. So the excellent standard of students across all of the BA Honours degree provision made the decision for this award, again, an extremely difficult one. However, after much discussion and deliberation amongst the team, it was agreed the most deserving candidate for this award was a student who has consistently demonstrated exceptional dedication to their studies. This student started with us on one of our access courses and is now sat here with us today, graduating with a first-class honours degree. An excellent example of how dedication, determination and hard work can result in outstanding accomplishments being achieved. This student has demonstrated the highest level of student engagement throughout their final year, and it therefore gives me immense pleasure to present this award to Carl Trey. Well done, and I'll pass you back over to Christopherson again.
Congratulations all. So at Loughborough College, we have a tradition of having a student address at our graduation ceremony. That honour and pleasure this year goes to somebody who's just left the stage. Goes to Carl Trey, who is graduating with BA Honours in Event Management. So I'd like to invite Carl to come back for the third and final time to address us now. Carl.
Give me a minute. Good morning, everyone. My name is Carl Trey. I'm a first class honours graduate of Loughborough College's Business and Events Management degree course. Honoured guests, governors and staff of Loughborough College, friends, parents and partners of the graduating class of 22, it is my pleasure and privilege to be here with you this morning. To my fellow students, you're here, you made it, you did it. A lot of us thought we might not get here. And I do remember, amongst all the positivity and the incredible learning experience of our degree courses, just how often many of us had those periods of self-doubt, frustration, and even the occasional meltdown. I had one of them. Those of you who know will know why last year I had to spend £200 on a new Hoover. For those who don't, here's the shortened version. I lost it. I did. I wigged out. I freaked out. I got myself a disappointing mark for an assignment that I thought I'd understood. And I took it out on my Hoover whilst doing the stairs. I sent that machine down 2 flights of stairs to Hoover Valhalla. It was in bits. Strangely enough, I did feel better afterwards, but I wouldn't recommend it. As my mum would say, use your words, son, use your words. But I think what this illustrates is the passion that many of us felt throughout our learning experience. And though thankfully most of you found a better way of expressing your frustrations than destroying useful and valuable household appliances. Maybe you took it out on your partners. Maybe you kicked the cat. I don't know. I hope not. You can see where I'm going with this. All of us cared deeply about what we were doing, and we wanted to achieve the best for ourselves. In this light, I can state I never felt more supported than at these moments by my fellow students, by all of you. There's a camaraderie that happens at Loughborough College. It happened to me. And that's only born out of the college's nurturing environment. And it's that word, nurture. It's significant. And to anyone thinking of attending Loughborough College in the future, it's paramount. The frustration that caused the death of my Dyson, I got a shark afterwards, that's much better, was born out of this desire to do well. I found that almost everyone around me also wanted to excel. And that drive came in large part from the unwavering support and encouragement of our lecturers and all the support staff at Loughborough College. Every member of staff in every department that I encountered was always patient, passionate and supportive. They were patient. That word is another one to savour. So every time I got stuck or failed to understand or needed that extra push, somebody was there. That support never failed me, not once. I came to Loughborough College as a mature student with a lifetime of work and experience behind me. I've worked in organisations that were not happy places, workplaces where they did not value their people in the right way. You can just tell that this is not the case at Loughborough College. The place has a feeling. There's something super positive about it. It's tangible, it's intangible, there's a buzz amongst the faculty, and that gets transmitted to us as students. I think the place has a vibe. So not only were we offered first-class degree courses, they were delivered in such a way that just made you feel good about being there every day, about what you could expect every day. As my old dad used to say, and I hope this translates, Mum, you felt like you were in with a chance. And I know how much hard work was put in by all of you here, because I saw you. I saw everybody burning the midnight oil, putting in the library hours, before and after work, getting to college by hook or by crook, and all with 1,000 other commitments going on. We all talked together about our late night sessions, the deadlines and the pressure. Getting a degree isn't a walk in the park. As Sarah Jane said to us many times, no one told you this would be easy. And it is the combination of your hard work and the incredible support of our lecturers that got you all here. Every student here, your parents, partners and kids, you should all feel 10 feet tall today. Not much longer, don't we? You did it. You kept going. I came to doing my degree course much later than most. I recall that after finishing state education about 100 years ago, the two career options offered to working class kids seemed to be the night shift at Walker's Crisps, frontline infantry. So when I came back to education after such a long time, I had no idea even if I could do it, if I could achieve a degree, if I had what it takes, and what these things were. And now I think I know what it takes. And for me, it takes 5 things. 5 things that are of great value to the world, and that every single one of you graduating here today now has. And they are capability, application, determination, integrity, and character. You may have had some or all of these traits before, but what's certain is that they all have been richly developed and enhanced by your time at Loughborough College. I think in the big picture, we can all, it's safe to say the world is something of a mess at the moment. And it needs good people, people of good character and with the right qualities to begin to start doing the right things before this mess becomes unfixable. And somebody else mentioned Greta Thunberg earlier on. I thought, I'm going to get all my jokes going to get used up here. But no, we can't all be Greta Thunberg. And I hope there are more Russell Brands than Klaus Schwabs in here. And if you don't know who Klaus Schwabs is, you put some tinfoil around your head and Google it and you can be like me. We can all apply the lessons and the self-knowledge that we've learned during our degree courses to improve the world in whatever field we are working by striving to behave always with integrity and good character. It is in the small things that we do, the way we behave towards one another, the examples we choose to set, that we can and we do make a difference. I think we all thanked those of us that were of huge importance to us in the acknowledgement pages of our dissertation, so I don't feel the need to read out a long list of honourable names here. I think everybody knows who's their bests were. So I'm just going to finish with a deeply heartfelt and personal thank you to you all, my lecturers, fellow students, friends, my family and my partner, without whose guidance, love and support I wouldn't be here. But once again, I hope that today fills you all with the greatest sense of pride and achievement. You've really earned it. Acknowledge yourselves. You deserve it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Carl. Just wait for him to get to his seat. We're all watching, Carl. So as we approach the close of our ceremony, I'd like to invite Stuart Lindemann, our Chair of Governors, who will now give the vote of thanks. Stuart?
Thank you, Chris. Good morning, and what a morning it's been. Fantastic. Honoured guests, Joe Mayor, Principal and CEO, the staff of Loughborough College, parents, carers, partners and friends. But above all, our amazing new graduates of Loughborough College. That's a personal welcome from me and extremely well done. As Chair of Governors, I'm delighted and honoured to give the vote of thanks at this wonderful celebration today. I wanted to start with a tribute to you, our incredible learners. So well done, and what a journey you've been on. It was great to hear just now from our student speaker, Carl, and his experiences while studying with us, although I have to say I'll never look at a Hoover in the same way again. But also such a passionate speech and really something to take away with us, particularly lecturers and governors, as to what kind of contribution we can make to somebody's development. Fantastic, Carl. And thank you to our esteemed guest speaker, Chris Hoven. Inspirational speech with words of wisdom I'm sure you'll retain. 2 words, wasn't it? Curious and retain resilience. Those were lessons learned from his journey. And I'm proud to speak as chair on behalf of all members of our board and to assure you that in addition to our responsibilities of strategic and financial direction, we do take great pride in the educational strength and quality of our programmes. Seeing and hearing about the achievements of you all, the class of 2022 is evidence of that. Now, the collaboration with our validating university partners is vital in our higher education programme, and we are grateful to them for their continued support. And I'd like to thank Hannah, particularly from Nottingham Trent University, for presenting the awards and for her talk and advice this morning. So, thank you again for choosing to come to Loughborough College, and congratulations on your hard-earned and well-deserved qualifications. You've all taken great strides, but remember, as Joe said, we are here to continue helping you to learn new skills. And after all, you are graduating from the best college in the country with both a national and an international reputation. So what a start that's going to be for you. I wish you the very best of luck in your future paths. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the day. You deserve it. Thank you, Stuart.
So sadly, we have come to the end of our ceremony, and I'm sure you'll all agree that we've successfully celebrated the magnificent achievements of our graduates. And we invite you to carry on this celebration outside the town hall following the conclusion of the ceremony. At the close of the ceremony, we will ask our graduates to make their way to the front of the town hall, where we'll have a group photograph taken outside. And we ask that guests remain seated until the graduates have left the auditorium. Then proceed to the foyer to collect a celebratory drink and cake. Group photos will be available to download for free in the coming days, so family and friends will not miss out on that opportunity. And graduates, there will be plenty of drink and cake left over for you. I say plenty. Good. I'd just like to add my final thanks to the staff at Loughborough Town Hall for all of their work today, to our marketing team who have put a lot of effort into making today run so smoothly, and also to the hidden stars behind me, Kirsty and Deb, who make sure that you get the right certificates and the right things in your packs. So thank you to all of those. Which just leaves me to say, in declaring this graduation ceremony closed, may I please ask you all to remain in your places until the platform party has left the stage. If you'd please stand.